Here is another bad lighting movie review in my spare room / media center. This is another special request that's been in the docket from my friend Jonathan down in lovely Santa Ana, California. He sent me 3 movies. I reviewed the first one, which he requested, Idiocracy. And that one was brand new in the shrink wrap. He sent me, he's like me, and he has multiple copies of certain movies. I have multiple copies of American Splendor, starring Paul Giamatti, that I give out to people who are interested in it. I always come across it at the thrift shop, and it's a great film. But today we are going to be talking about one of his favorite people and Jonathan's one of his favorite movies, The Hammer, 2007. Written by Adam Carolla and Kevin Hench, starring Adam Carolla and his real-life friend Oswaldo Castillo, who plays Oswaldo Sanchez in the movie. And Adam Carolla's character, just for reference, he plays a guy named Jerry Farrow. I have this book by Adam Carolla. In 50 years, we'll all be chicks, and I think there's a very fitting quote in the introduction of this movie, or in this book, that fits with the movie. This book is dedicated to everyone who paid full retail for this book. So he is very self-deprecating, and this movie made like $443,000 at the box office in 2007. But it is comedy gold. It's a very dry comedy. I'm currently in the process of rewatching the entire Scrubs series, which I believe started in 1999 or 2000. And this movie is in that similar time period where you could make fun of everybody, not be politically correct. There is great laughs, and it's probably considered offensive in the modern woke culture. But I laughed and I enjoyed it, and that's to me what moves my barometer up on my rating score. So again, this is kind of loosely based on reality from what I read online. The Jerry character, played by Carolla, plays a carpenter with his buddy Ozzy. They're working on a construction crew, and some shenanigans go down because their boss is a jerk, and they end up smashing a belt sander through their boss's car windshield, and they both get fired from the job site. And Carolla's character is just about to turn 40, and his girlfriend's like, "You're not doing anything with your life. I'm leaving you." But he had a past fame in his late teens as an amateur boxer. I'm sorry, I got the sniffles. Bear with me for a moment while I dip off camera. I definitely just wiped my nose on my son's homework because there was no tissue to be had anywhere, and it didn't really solve the problem. But anyway, I digress. So I could say that this movie is one of the best boxing movies of the 2000s. Funny enough, there was a movie that came out in 2010, also a boxing movie, also called The Hammer. The running joke in this movie is that he is called The Hammer not because he's a great boxer, but because everyone assumes that's his nickname because he's a carpenter. Full-time carpenter, part-time boxer. But at age 40 and his girlfriend dumping him, he decides to reinvent himself, get in shape, get down to 178 weight class, and get back in the ring and try and go on the Olympic team. And the movie just kind of follows him throughout that whole process. We go back to Oswaldo, played by his real-life friend, Oswaldo, who was really a Nicaraguan immigrant in real life and playing basically himself in the movie, and their friendship. They've been friends since 1989. Sadly enough, Oswaldo died in 2021, and I couldn't find the cause of death anywhere online. The love interest is played by Heather Jurgensen. 2007, folks. I was 20 years old. How could that be 15 years already? So we're going to get into the ratings because I'm suffering here. I don't know if I mentioned it. Directed by Charles Herman-Wurmfeld. Runtime of 1 hour and 28 minutes. I sound verklempt, and I apologize. Rotten Tomatoes, 80%. IMDb, 7 out of 10. Google users, 80%. And this movie is an underrated classic. I don't know why more people don't talk about this movie. why it had such. It's very indie the way it's filmed, but I enjoyed it. I laughed. I got emotional at moments. I cried. I'm an easy crier. I am 5 out of 5, a rare 5 out of 5. I'm a lot of 4 out of 5s, not very many 5 out of 5s. And I'm not just doing that because my buddy really likes this movie. I really enjoyed it. Just like it says in the box, there was pure comic gold in here. Jane Lynch has a cameo in it. It's just an all-around good laugh, good time. There's a lot of gag bits in there, like his car is such a piece of crap. His pickup truck door just flies open and he has to hold it with the bungee cord. I love stuff like that because if we've all been there at those points in our life where we're on the down and outs. I'm on the down and outs here at 35, and I relate to this character right here, the story of an underdog. When am I going to bloom like that flower and come into the next phase of my life? Who knows? He did it, and so can you. Until next time, we will see you then.